Welcome to lesson 30. We're going to be studying adverbs. So I think this lesson is pretty easy, so you won't have to work too hard. You will remember that an adverb qualifies a verb and sometimes an adjective or another adverb. Many adverbs in Spanish end with amente, which corresponds to li in English. When you see li afterward, think this has to be an adverb. So we have these words here, and you can see the bold-faced amente corresponds to the li. So we have slowly, slowly, quickly, quickly, intelligently, intelligently, poorly, poorly. So the rule is that this basically means li. There are so many exceptions to this rule. So we have very as probably the most used adverb. We have well. So this works like bien in Spanish as an adverb. And we have not, which is also extremely important. So and too much and not enough. Now you can put it into practice. Now put it into practice. Okay, number one. You have done very well. You have done very well. Number two. He has done very poorly. He has done very poorly. Number three. Walter has not studied enough. Walter has not studied enough. Do you remember enough? Tough word. Tough to pronounce. Enough. Okay, number four. Michael has studied too much. Michael has studied too much. Number five. She did her work slowly. She did her work slowly. Number six. Sam completed his studies quickly. Sam completed his studies quickly. Number seven. Wendy finished the test satisfactorily. Wendy finished the test satisfactorily. Okay, so let's look at some problems with prepositions. Problems with prepositions. More guides for prepositions. So we have this preposition in Spanish that's used so much, and so it indicates four separate things. It indicates where you're from, it indicates possession, content, and material. So for example, this sentence means where you're from, and it would be translated in English, I am from Zacapa. So from. So Zacapa is a city in Guatemala. So from is where you're from. Okay? Possession. So in Spanish you use this to indicate possession, but we already know that the best way in English is this is Abel's car. This is Abel's car. So the apostrophe S is the best way to do possession. Now you can also do this one. The car belongs to Abel. The car belongs to Abel. Okay, so good. So content. So a glass of water. So there the preposition is being translated perfectly. Of. Good. All right. So let's look at material. So it is made with iron. So this is preferred with iron. It is made with iron, or you can use of iron depending on what you're talking about. Okay. And so then this one also. It is made with cotton. It is made with cotton. So remember the double T is actually less, it's a less strong phoneme. So it's like a pause in your throat, a pausal in your throat. So cotton, cotton. Okay. All right, great. So then with this one, we say that we do use out of. So it is made out of leather. So this gives the idea, you use out of when it's something that's made very nicely. A very fine product that was handmade. So you could use out of. Okay, so vocabulary 30. Okay, vocabulary 30, 20 words and phrases, total to date 478 words. So really you're 1/6 of the way there to being bilingual. So if you've hung in there, just keep going. You're going to be doing great here pretty soon. Okay, so, oops, going a little bit too far. Okay, so belong, belong, and then the past tense, belonged, complete, complete, completed, correspond, correspond, corresponded. Cotton, cotton. Leather, leather. Glass, glass. And then glasses are what you put on your face to be able to see in front of your eyes. Those are glasses. Okay, so glass is like the material that's used to make a window, and it's also what you drink out of. All right. Guide, guided. Intelligent, intelligent. Iron, iron. So iron is this instrument because they were made out of this material back in the day. So iron. Okay. Poor, and then that's a homonym with poor. Okay. Put into practice, put into practice. Qualify, qualified. Quick, satisfactorily. I think the English are varied in their pronunciation. They satisfactorily is how the English would say it. Slow, slow. Sometimes, sometimes. Okay, there are, there were, and there has been. So this is the plural of it. Yeah. All right. So anyhow, think, think, and then the past tense, thought, thought. So you have actually both indicators of past tense, right? You have the vowel change and you have the ed right here in the T. That's rule DT, right? So how's the participle? Well, if I don't repeat it a third time, this is the participle. So the participle then is governed by the past tense ed. Okay, two. So that's a triple homonym, right? Because we have two. Well, well. All right, great. So let's look at some problems with prepositions here. Problems with prepositions. So we passed by. So you would use, here's where, like you visit the person. Oh, we just passed by. So it's like we were going somewhere else, but we just kind of stopped there. We stopped by would then be better if you actually visited the person all of a sudden. Or we dropped by. Okay. Great. So at least in Guatemala they would say le caímos, right? So that would correspond to dropped by. And then we decided to stop in. So we decided to stop in. It indicates slightly a different thing. All right, very good. So I said this lesson was going to be easy, and we are at 7 minutes and like 50 seconds, and so you're free to go. We'll see you in the second half of this English class. Congratulations, you're just sailing through. Maybe it's been a lot of work, but hey, you're going to be speaking English here pretty soon. So congratulations and keep at it. We'll see you next time.